I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night.
Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it. And by the way, just got in town, and I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky ruin my vibe. Usually I don't do this often, but since recruiting isn't an option due to unusual rain and thunder, baby I wonder, put your sweats on for me. Yeah. I got the plug, I made the call for me. I'm talking late night for ya. Let me lay a great time on ya. Don't hesitate, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just say you will.
Second, every minute, man, I swear that she can get it. Saying you a bad bitch, put your hands up high, hands up high, hands up high. Till I feel the lights down right now, put me in the mood. I'm talking about dark perfume, go.
I recognize your fragrance, hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit, and I know your taste is a little bit, high maintenance, everybody else basic, you live life on an everyday basis, with poetic justice. If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? I mean, I write poems in these songs, dedicated to you when you're in the mood for empathy, just blood in my pen, better yet with your friends and them. I really wanna know you all, I really wanna show you off. Fuck God, pour up plenty of champagne, cold nights when you curse this name. You called up your girlfriends and y'all curled in that little bitty range. I heard that she wanna go and party, nigga don't approach her with that Atari. Nigga that ain't good, came home and sorry. They say conversation rule a nation, I can tell, but I could never right my wrongs unless I write it down for real. P.S.
Yo, what's good? Hey, we here. We back. After a long 3 days actually of streaming, dropping that draft content. We are here to review our picks, and I'll talk a little bit about the UDFA'S that we picked up. I'm excited for this team. I'm excited for the season. I think that there's a couple of picks that were a little questionable, and I'll talk about it. But besides that, I think the draft overall was pretty cool. There weren't too many big names. They were, some of them were big names, but most of them were not people we didn't really look at. We had them in our mind, but it wasn't somebody that was like, oh, yeah, they're for sure going to pick it. But I love it. So let me get straight into, always throwing positivity out there. That's all I do over here. Positive vibes. You're going your way always. I appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. And you already know, man, it's all about positivity over here. I'm always going to say, hey, life is too short. Remember that. Life is too short. So always try to do your best to tell your loved ones you love them, and also to always throw positivity everywhere, man. And I'm always an advocate for that. And also, if you guys need anything by any chance, man, my IG is right there. And, I don't really got to say too much, but you know, if you guys see my IG, man, that's what type of timing I'm on now. So I appreciate every single one of you guys for joining me. You already know what it is. So I gotta shout you guys out. You guys make the channel. It's not me. I could sit here and just talk all I want. But at the end of the day, you guys make the show. You guys make the SC experience, man. So I appreciate every single one of you guys. Let me go straight into the comments. So let me see. Jack Kenna, SC, aka the kid. Salute, brothers. SC, salute, kid. Probably not gonna make it. It's all good, Jack Kenna. Salute to you, brother. Robert Penna, salute. Robert Penna's in the building. Stack them Lunchables. That means hit that like button, man. Ricky Santi, what's good, my brother? Yo, SC, how are you? Keep grinding. I might not be able to make it, but your shows be helping me through a tough day. Keep being positive, brother. Always, Ricky. Always, brother. You already know what it is, man. Always trying to send positive vibes to everybody, man. Every single time. Cortez is in the building. Salute to Cortez. Van City, what up? What up, kid? Hope you had a good weekend. Love the draft class, and although it as necessarily sexy, we added depth to the trenches and addressed the O-line. I have high hopes for Parham. Hey, speak them facts, brother. And yeah, like I said, they're not big names. And you know, yeah, there's some notable names, but not big names. But they're good picks overall. You know, you're Vancouver. What's up to Naomi? Naomi's in the building. Salute, Eric. I'm happy with their picks. I give it a B-. All right, for sure. Job Raider. Salute to you. Cool Kev's in the building. Salute, Arkham's in the building. Salute, Eric. Stack 'em up, Nation. You already know what it is. Salute. Eric, Raider Nation. Let's do it. I sent you that depth chart the scout put together with all 87 of 90 players in the position. For sure, Mal. Check it after. I'll check it after. Let me see who else is in here. I'm trying to get to everybody real quick before we SC, perfect way to win down from an awesome weekend. Thanks for chilling, bro. Let's talk some Raider football. You already know what it is, man. Let's talk some Raider football, baby. Raiders. You already know what it is, man. Hey, right there. What up, Nation? What's good, Brad Last? What's good? SC, my bro. What up, brother Persian? What's good, brother? EJ's in the building. Salute to you, EJ. Eric, what do you think of the draft for the Raiders this year? Hey, I'll talk about it right now. I set up my slides again, man. You guys already know I've been doing the slides for a while now, and I brought it back again for this. Wolfpack 2 sweet, baby. You already know what it is. Naomi Zamir White looks promising. Yep, we'll talk about him. Michael Guerrero's in the building. What up, brother? Terrence is in the building. Salute to the king of mods. Pinoy's in the building. Salute to Pinoy. I'm trying to get to everybody. Dang. Hey, the chat's going crazy. Sinister, salute, brother. Hey, everybody, hit that like button. Give me a solid B. Okay. Freddie Chavez in the building. Raider Nation for life. You already know what it is. Sinister, salute to you, brother. Hopefully all is well to every single one of you guys. My 2 cents is in the building. Good evening, Raider Nation. You already know what it is. So let me get straight into it, right? It's going to be a short live. Ain't too long. So let's go straight into it, man. I made this. Hopefully you guys enjoy. You guys already know. I did this before for free agency. I started with this as a free agency. Now we got it back here. The NFL draft class of 2022. Of course, you got all 6 picks here, all 3rd round, 4th round, and 5th round, and 7th round right here. Let me get straight into it. Let me skip it real quick. You already know what it is. Dylan Parham with round 3, pick 90. We traded back, and we ended up gaining another 5th right here. And we ended up getting Dylan Parham, 6'3", 311 pounds, a 40-yard dash of a 4.93, 26.5 vertical. You already know what it is. Broad jump of a 10.8, a 7.78, 3-cone drill, and a 4.7 20-yard shuttle, which is pretty good. Which actually, the 20-yard shuttle is very, very key to offensive linemen. That shows you how fast are they off the line, how fast are they able to react, and how fast their change of direction is. That is very key when it comes down to these offensive linemen. Stack them up, Lunchables, baby. You already know what it is, Pinoy. So look, he's versatile, bro. He's pros. This is his pros. He's versatile. He played left tackle, left guard, right tackle, right guard for him. He did not allow a sack. Over 545 pass snaps in 2021. That is amazing. Actually, that is phenomenal. He's very athletic and is a first team all AAC and a pass blocking grade of a 90.6 at right tackle on 2020 and a 78.8 at right guard. Yes, you're right, my 2 cents. He also played center. He was all over the line. So, hey, I'm going to say my grades towards the end, but Dylan Parham with round 3, pick 90. We go back and we go into the 5th round with another one. And we get our guy right here to give car insurance. Car insurance, y'all. Car insurance. It's all about the car insurance right here. So let's get straight into the next pick. You already know what it is. With round 4, pick 122. I think it was 120 or 122. Maybe I got it wrong. I don't think I got it wrong. We traded up. Now, this pick has been probably one of the most controversial, well, not very controversial, but like, scratching your head, move up for Zamir White. I'll get to that towards the end, but he's 6 foot, 214 pounds. He's a 4'4", 40-yard dash guy, a 33.5 vertical, a broad jump of a 10.8, a bench of non-applicable, of course, right there. And look, one of his pros is fighter, high work ethic. And why I say he's a fighter, he's been fighting all his life, man, since he was born. If you guys heard his story, it's one of the most inspiring stories I've heard so far. And we all know, for a lot of these draftees, they all got their different stories. Even us, we got our stories. You know, every single one of you guys in the chat and me have our own stories. And of course, the draft be where you really see these guys, what they've been through. And for Zamir White, he's been a fighter, man. He's been a fighter. He only had 2 weeks to live since he was born, and he got out of that. He tore his ACL twice, which is on the cons, injury concerns. He tore his ACL multiple times, actually, twice but one on each leg in high school, and then entered freshman year of college with another torn ACL, and still, right here, where I said it right here on the bottom of the pros, he led Georgia in rushing yards in the last 2 seasons. In the last 2 seasons, he led Georgia in rushing yards. The national champions of 2021, he led them in rushing yards. The guy is a fighter, bro. The guy is a fighter. His change of direction is good. He's a power back. He's not going to take it to the house from the 10-yard line. I'm going to be honest. His cons, the injury concern, those torn ACLs. I'm telling you guys, the torn ACLs are very, very key, man, to look at. The speeding tempo. What I mean by the speeding tempo, when he goes through the gap and sees a gap, right, and starts running, he either slows down and tries to look at where to go, and then he tries to accelerate, but fails to accelerate. You know that stop and go that sometimes some running backs got, that stutter step, he's sometimes struggling. That's what I mean by speeding tempo. He doesn't keep it consistent. Has trouble with low tackles. What I mean is, yeah, a lot of people have trouble with breaking tackles when they go for the ankles, when they go for the legs. But, you know, he has trouble with that. He doesn't got the highest vertical. He can't really jump that high. Even though it's a 33.5, you don't see that much about him. Has trouble and can't go through small gaps. What I mean is, because he's so big and because he's a power back and he's not really the Tony Pollard type of guy, Kenyon Drake type of guy, he has to have a wide enough gap in the offensive line. The offensive line has to block so precisely that there's a big hole ready for Zamir White to look and be patient and go through it and then rush, you know, of course. And that was round 4. We traded up for this guy, right? Let me see what's up in the chat, man. Let me see what's up in the chat. Yo, you know I'm still turned up, and that's what it's all about, bro. Thank you for joining me. Hey, hit that like button. You already know what it is. We're turned over here talking about these guys already. Justin Sainz in the building. Cheers to you, brother. Cheers to you. I appreciate you joining me, man. It means a lot. Hey, hit that like button. Y'all stack them up. Hit that subscribe button if you are new here. Let me actually look. Okay, there we go. Just had to look at something real quick. There we go. So, moving on, of course, we got our next pick, which actually I liked a lot. I think this is my favorite pick, and here's why. This boy, if you guys seen the chat yesterday, hey, what up, JBD Raider? What's good, brother? What's good? But yeah, so here, this is what happened, y'all. If y'all missed the draft or what exactly happened, I know a lot of people talked about, so you probably already heard what happened. They traded up to get Zamir White. Right? They traded up to get Zamir White, and then they traded back. Like I said in the beginning of my live yesterday, they were going to trade back. I didn't say they were going to trade back to the original position, but I said they were going to trade up again, and they did. They went back to the original position where they traded up from and got Neil Farrell Jr. Let me see who's up in here. Vic Sacramento, salute to you. JB Day Raider, what's good? Auntie Six, what's good? How many running backs make the team? I'll talk about that right now. Did you get the DM from our new linebacker? Did you get my DM for? I did. I actually looked at it. You know, I replied to you. Hey, that shit's fire, bro. You called it too. I remember you gave me the video clips and stuff, right? That was you. Hey, Chad Schrader, what's good? What's good? What's good? Farrell Jr. is a solid selection. Facts. Just moved into the new Saints mansion west this weekend. It's been hectic and I missed everything. It's all good, brother. I'm here to cover it. S.C Experience, what's up, young bull? On the Raider YouTube. I appreciate that, Auntie Six. I'm starting to be willing to be a lot that Honey Badger's headed to the desert. Stars are aligning that way. Yep. So Neil Farrell Jr., of course, a 5'4", 40-yard dash, 21.5 vertical, 6'4", 330 pound, 10.8, a 20-yard shot of a 4.7 right there. So, excuse me. I like this pick a lot. He has strength in both upper and lower, right? Quick first step, get off. His get off and his quick first step off the line is really, really good. He's an excellent run stopper. I think this is the most obvious one from him when I see him. He's an excellent run stopper. He's a good size to be a disruptor. He's a nose tackle. And when people say, oh, Neil Farrell Jr. and Malcolm Butler, they're both Matthew Butler, my bad, I said Malcolm Butler. Matthew Butler are the same thing. Necessarily, no. Because they both, they play the D tackle position. They play the inside D line. But one's a nose tackle, defensive tackle. The other one's a defensive end D tackle. But he's, like I put, a pro is a nose tackle. He might start at the nose tackle position. And he's top 5 in run stops in the FBS conference. A career grade of 89.8. 89.8. I think that's what he meant. Yeah, Arizona. So, stack them Lunchables. You already know what it is. Hit that like button. Let me see. One of my main points is the Eagles were rumored front runners for Tyrann Mathieu. How the hell are they going to pay him after paying AJ Brown $100 million, $26 million guaranteed? Releasing, maybe extending. I don't know how it's going to do it, man. I really don't. I don't know how they're going to do it, but there's always a way. It's always a way to maneuver the contracts and stuff. So the cons here is he's older. He was a super senior. He was there for 5 years. He had 2 senior seasons. He's a little on the older edge. He's a pass rusher. His pass rushing is a con because he's more of an excellent run stopper disruptor instead of a pass rusher. But he could get better. He could get better. Trust me. Staying consistent. He's got to stay consistent with this, especially at the next level. And he's got shorter arms than a lot of these other nose tackles. He could play that nose tackle position, but he's got that shorter arms than a lot of nose tackles out there. So that's something to keep a look at. He got picked with round 4, 126. We moved up with the 126, and then we moved back into the 4th round by giving up the 5th rounder, our back-to-back 5th rounders to get into 126. Give me a few days and I'll be fucking on. There you go, Saints World. Hey, join the Discord, y'all. Join the 3 Discords that Terrence drops, please. We will give up giveaways. We always talk about football and everything. It's a community we're trying to build right there. My boy Sultan and my Discord, and also the Death Star Dustin Terrence's Discord over there. Please do. Moving on with the next one here. Matthew Butler, the other guy here. 6'4", 295 pounds, 40-yard dash of 5. Exactly 5, vertical of 32, 11, 2 broad jump, and a 3-cone drill of a 7.8-9, and a 20-yard shuttle of a 4.81. His pros, he's very athletic, athleticism. He's quick. He is quick. He has the motor to play in and play out. He's quickness, explosive, first step, just like Neil Farrell Jr. That's the key component to these two. They're quick to get off the line. They are very explosive when it comes off the line. And he has upper body, which is a pro. His hands is a pro. And his career grade is a 76.7, which is not bad. The cons, potential consistency. Can he continue? Because he took so long to progress. He didn't progress from freshman year, sophomore year, or sophomore year, junior year. He started hella late from junior year to senior year, where he started to grow his potential. He had his best season last year, and that's why he grew in the draft stock. Can he continue to grow as far as the potential? Consistent. Can he be consistent every year to grow and grow? And I think so. Situational. He's going to be used situational. He's going to be rotated a lot. I think Neil Farrell Jr. has a higher potential to start than Matthew Butler, but I think Matthew Butler is going to be a very, very key component and the future of that defensive line. Of course, playing with Max Crosby and Chandler Jones, y'all. We got to keep that in mind. Raiders will get Tyrann Mathieu because the Steelers are out on the Matthew storyline since they re-signed Terrell Edmonds are signed. Yup, there we go. Hey, it's a potential. I love adding these 2 DTs. think they're gonna be solid. Facts. Cali is in the building. Dodgers, everything. We won today. Let's go. What up? Good, SC. What's good? What's good? I'm chilling, man. I appreciate you for joining me. I appreciate it. So now he got picked round 5, pick 175. We moved back again. We moved back again. We moved back again and got another 7th rounder. So now we go with Thayer Munford Jr. And this one was a surprise to me. There was still Kellen Dice. What I wanted to do was get Kellen Dice, put Kellen Dice at his position, left tackle, because he is, and I don't know why he dropped. I don't know why he dropped to undrafted. I really don't get it, because look, Kellen Dice was the #1 ranked offensive tackle, offensive lineman in the Pac-12 last year. And he was the 2nd best next to Elijah Vera Tucker in 2020. He's a great left tackle. You put him at left tackle and you shove Colton Miller on the right tackle and you got yourself a line. Colton Miller has a higher potential because he's a veteran and his original position was right tackle. He would be really good at right tackle, so I wouldn't even be worried. And we got a great coach in Carmen Basillo. But we didn't get Kellen Dice. They went with Thayer Munford Jr., 6'6", 328 pounds. He's got the physical traits. It took me 24 hours to realize that this Thayer Munford was not bad at all. I reacted on the IG Live pretty bad because I was like, what the hell? I didn't see this coming. And of course, people could say, oh, it's a 7th rounder. Why are you tripping? There's a lot of great people that were there in the 7th round. And that's why I was a little bit like, you know? And people question like, oh, it's the 7th round. It doesn't really matter. But at the end of the day, the way this draft went, the 7th round was packed with a bunch of 3rd round, 4th round prospects, man. Verone McKinley, right? Zacoby McClain, right? A lot of people were still out there, right? Tariq Woolen, I think, was still there. Oh, no. Tariq Woolen got signed, but he got drafted, but there's still a lot of people. Saludos, Eric. You got the Raiders on tap. You already know what it is, man. Raider Nation. You know I got to talk about it. Miller, Parham, James, Leatherwood, and Good will be our starting online week 1. All right, for sure. Good prediction right now. I like that. So his cons is, of course, the run blocking footwork. On his run block, he's better at pass blocking. He has in 703 pass blocking snaps, he only allowed 1 snap. So that means in 2 seasons, he's only allowed 1 sack. Of course, another thing, he had a 76 grade in 2021, which is not so bad, and he's good in the upper body strength and hands. His run blocking footwork needs help, like I said. When it comes to run blocking, you got to know where to position yourself and footwork, because if you don't, it's going to bite you, and you're going to fold, and you're going to let the running back get tackled for loss. Balance inconsistent. Sometimes when he doesn't get that run blocking footwork, he's off. He is literally inconsistent with that. He ends up folding and his balance gets tipped over. He falls or he positions himself wrong in order for the defensive lineman to get through, right? Raider Ross in the building. Salute to you, Raider Ross. Rod Gas, what's good? What's good? Thank you for joining me. Gravy is in the building. What up, Gravy? Eric, my guy, good analysis of the draft. I appreciate that, brother. It means a lot to me. Laterally, sometimes he's inconsistent with the lateral, but Carmen Brasil, I keep saying it, y'all. This guy's a top 10 offensive lineman coach, in some cases top 5. He's gonna work magic with these guys. We got ourselves 2 guys, and this guy's a solidified right tackle, so you don't necessarily need to move him to left tackle. I know my boy Gravy always talks to me about how the transition could be bad, and it is a bad transition when you go from left tackle to right tackle, left tackle, instead of going from left guard to right guard. It's easier to go from left guard to right guard than it is to left tackle, right tackle. And Thayer Munford is a certified right tackle, so he could work magic. He's going to fight for that spot with the Luminor, with Brandon Parker, and, of course, with Dylan Parham. They're going to put a lot of guys in the different positions to see who does better. So this was round 7, 238th pick right here. Now for the last pick that didn't make any sense to me, because Pierre Strong Jr. was still on the board and Abram Smith was still on the board. Britton Brown, 6'1", 205 pounds from UCLA, 40-yard dash of 4.69, non-applicable with a lot of things. You see that, non-applicable. I couldn't get the other stuff. Pros, he's patient. He's a patient runner, and that could be very key in very, very situational times. If there's a gap that's going to open, if you give it 2 seconds, he waits for it. If he knows it's going to happen, he trusts it. And that's the thing with being patient. His upper body strength is key component, and that's why he's a power back, y'all. And that's why it didn't make sense that we got Britton Brown. I thought we would have went with a Regis type of guy, with a Kenyon Drake type of guy, with a Tony Pollard type of guy, like a PR Strong Jr., like an Abram Smith, a pass catching, another pass catching running back, a guy that could slip between the cracks. Britton Brown's necessarily not that. He's exactly like Josh Jacobs, not exactly like Josh Jacobs, not exactly like Brandon Bolden or Jacob Johnson or Zamir White, but he is like them in the range of a category as far as power back goes. He can't take it to the house. That's what I'm trying to say. He's not the fastest. He's not. He's more of try to break tackles. And this is the thing, inconsistent reading. Even though he's patient, sometimes he reads it bad. Sometimes he ends up running to where the gap's not it, and he runs into probably his offensive lineman getting crushed, or he runs into the defender. And at the end of the day, top end speed, he don't got the top end speed, man. And that's the thing that it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Why did you pick Britton Brown? I get it. Like I keep saying, I'm not trying to be negative, y'all. But let's be honest, when you got people on the board like Pierre Strong Jr., Abram Smith, the best available, you pull the trigger. Okay? Don't get a lot of power backs. It don't make sense. And the question mark is he NFL ready? I don't know. Round 7, pick 250. So let's see who's in the building, y'all. Queen's in the building. What up? Hopefully all is well. Blessings. What's up, fam? Raider Critique in the building. What up, Raider Critique? Salute to you. Same to you. So now to the grades, y'all. The 2022 NFL draft grades, a.k.a. SC's draft grades. Let's get it. Y'all ready for this? Woo, my grades. Let's go. Drum roll, please. First grade, Dylan Parham. In round 3, a solid B. The reason why I gave it a solid B was because I wanted Max Mitchell at round 3. If you were going to go that precise thing, I would have went with Max Mitchell. I would have went with somebody else. There was a lot of notable defensive guys there at round 3. But hey, car insurance. That's why I gave it a B. I didn't give it an A because of that. Bernard was good. Bernard was good. Bernard, salute to you, brother. So yeah, that's Dylan Parham. I gave it a B. Now, with the 4th right here, Zamir White, I gave it a C-. Yes, y'all. Yes. Okay. Before I start getting hated on, I know a lot of people would give it a higher grade than me. This is the reason why I have it as C-. There was a lot of better backs there, man. But look it. This is why I didn't give it a D or I didn't give it an F. Because it gives us flexibility. It gives us flexibility when we try to negotiate a contract with Josh Jacobs. It gives us leverage. Okay, so that's why I give it a D. I give it a C-. Next, love the new backdrops, SC. I appreciate it, brother. So now, moving on. Next grade, Neil Farrell Jr., A-. Oh, actually an A, just an A. I like the Neil Farrell Jr. pick. A is perfect for me. I love it. A. Don't got to say much. We got our nose tackle. I think he will start over Pecco. No offense to Pecco, even though he's a veteran. But I think Neil Farrell Jr. will start over him at the nose tackle position. Moving on. We got Matthew Butler with a A-. And I like everything about him, man. I think he's going to be a rotational piece. He's going to be really key on this defensive line. And we got depth. We finally got depth at the defensive line. It starts with the trenches and ends with the trenches. And the trenches are set for me. The defensive line is set. The offensive line is set. Yep. We'll talk about the UDFA'S right now. Then we got Thayer Munford Jr. I gave it a C yesterday. Now I give it a B. It took me some time to research the guy. And we got ourselves some car insurance, y'all. Woo, car insurance, yeah. Derek Carr, let's go, Derek Carr. You're gonna have more time than last year. Let's go. It's time to roll. It's time to go a 4,000 plus season. Let's go. So Thayer Munford right here with a solid B. Next, Britton Brown. This was the lowest grade for me. And let me say this again because I know people are gonna say, SC, it's a 7th round. Why are you giving it such a low grade? Well, buddy, this is why I'm giving it such a low grade, right? This is why I gave it a low grade, because there was better running backs there. Abram Smith, Pierre Strong Jr., Tyler Ely, Tyler Batty, Alliger, There's a lot of better backs there at the 7th round, and you went with Britton Brown. Like, really? I gave it the benefit of the doubt. I gave it a D, right? Let me see who's up in the chat, y'all. Let me see. I'm trying to get to the chat. Love how you made the names and grades transition onto the screen. I appreciate that, Terrence. It means a lot, bro. I try to take my time with this, man. Who is your favorite draft pick, Eric? Neil Farrell Jr. Neil Farrell Jr. is mine. Drake is the home run hitter of the backfield. There you go, Alex Fitzgerald. For sure, for sure. We have to fill up like 90 players, right? Yep. Nah, that 7th round running back is a Seth. I gave it a benefit of the doubt. I gave it the benefit of the doubt. So now, next, I got 3 more. Here we go. I gave grades for the trade aggression, the needs fulfilled, and the use of picks. First, let me get with the trade aggression. And I probably spelled it wrong. I think I did. The trade aggression and everything aggressiveness, let's just say trade aggressiveness, right? Is how aggressive was Ziegler with these trades? And I gave it an A the way he handled it. He moved up, got his certain guy. You know, as much as I disagree with Zamir White, and I would have rather gone with Pierre Strong Jr., I would have rather went with Pierre Strong Jr., he still took the time to move up, get his guy, and then move back to the position where he moved in front of. He went back to the 126. That is great trading right there. And he traded practically 2 5th rounders and a 7th for 2 4th rounders and a 7th. That is good. Needs fulfilled. Why I gave needs fulfilled a B and not an A is because I still think we need a safety, which actually, once the UDFA happened, I like this safety. And you guys know I'm a USC guy. You guys know where I'm going to go with this. But needs fulfilled a B because we still need a linebacker. I think we need another corner, a safety, and then we'll be set. Our trenches are pretty good. I love it. Dylan Parham is going to start. I think Dylan Parham is going to start. We got pretty much, I want to say, 5 out of the 6 picks that are going to be impactful players and help us out, right? The use of picks, why I give it a B- is because some of the picks were like, it wasn't really good use of them. The Zamir White wasn't a good use of it. There was better players on the board. The Britton Brown is another one. The 2 running backs are 2 that brought it down. So let me see what we got in the chat real quick. Dylan Parham is under the radar, but he's going to be a hog. There you go. Eric is a Cowboy fan. Hell no, Manuel. Hell no. USC, I know you're a Notre Dame fan. Brown film is interesting. Okay. For sure. Did we get draft Palomalo's nephew? And yes, that's the guy I was referring to. And we'll talk about him right now. Thanks, brother. Yep, I appreciate that. You already know what it is. Let me see who else is there. Solid draft. Yeah, so here we go. So my overall grade for this end of 2022 NFL draft grade, the first draft of the new regime, and SC. How are you doing today, Eric? Can I please get it? I already did it, man. Low-key, I'm talking so much. I already did it earlier. I think you missed it. I always do it once every time. But look, here's the overall grade of the NFL draft. Let me know what your guys' overall grade. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. I always try to break down everything. So here we go. My overall grade for the 2022 NFL draft, SC Experience, gives it a overall grade B+. I think it's a B+. Like I said, 5 of these 6 guys are going to be impactful players, help out the team. Didn't really understand the 2 running backs, but I like it. I gave it a B+. I love the D tackles. I love that we went trenches. It always starts inside out all the time. It starts from the trenches and out. If you have a great defensive line, if you have a great front 7, your secondary is going to eat. If you have a great offensive line, you're going to have a quarterback that eats. You're going to have wide receivers that are going to have enough time to break off. You're going to have tight ends that are going to be able to do it. I didn't give it an A because we could have had better picks with the Zamir White. But, hey, I gave it a B+. I gave it a B. Yeah, Dre the Great. I have to keep looking, researching on him, bro. I just don't have that much faith in him. I just feel like we already got so much of him. You get me? Britton Brown got overshadowed at UCLA, but he could play and catch the ball. Great contact balance. Okay, for sure. Hey, I love when you guys give me your insights on players, bro. We might have different opinions, but I love to just talk about all these players and our different opinions. It really brings everything put together, man. That's all it's about. I love interacting with you guys, man. So now, sleeping on White. It's not necessarily I'm sleeping on White. I still think that he's going to be a good piece to this running back by committee. I still think they're going to use him situational. He's the power back you need at that end zone that's going to help out, right? If Bolden can't get it done, right? If Josh Jacobs can't get it done in the end zone, this guy could be utilized, right? I think it's a good pick, but I just don't think I just think that there was better running backs when we picked there, right? Right. I think Zamir White would have been there at the pick where we were. I thought he would have been there. And that's why I said we didn't necessarily need to trade up. Maybe the Chargers were going to get him, but still, Isaiah Spiller is better. I like Isaiah Spiller. We would have ended up getting Isaiah Spiller and I wouldn't be mad too much. And like I said, Zamir White, I'm not going to give it a D or F because he doesn't deserve that. He's a good back at the end of the day. The guy has phenomenal tape, man. The guy is a fighter. I talked about him earlier when I was breaking him down. He's a fighter. All his life was fighting. He tore his ACL so many times. He only had 2 weeks to live, and the guy is still there in the last 2 seasons, leading the national champions in college with the most rushing yards. Drafting a running back, does that leave Vegas on the PS squad? It might put Josh Jacobs on the trade block, or it might make him like, hey, here are the negotiations. We got your replacement. Either you choose to take this cut, less than the 5th-year option, or you're out of here. I understand you, S.C. Pierre Strong was on the board, but White still has a 4.4 speed, truly boom or bust. Yeah, I understand. What up, Robert? What's good? Philly Sports Talk. Bryce, Crosby, Trey Turner, Justin Hall. Yeah, let's get into the UDFA'S. You guys want to get into the UDFA'S? Let's talk about the UDFA'S. I have the tweet right here of all the UDFA'S, pretty much all of them. Let's talk about briefly before I have to head on out right here. Let's talk about them briefly, right? So we got Bam Olaseni. Let me take myself off the screen real quick. Give me a second. Let me take myself off the screen so you guys can see it. Let me try to zoom in a little. Let me try to zoom in real quick. Give me 1 second. Okay, here we go. So these are all the UDFA'S we chose, right? We got, of course, a tackle, cornerback, defensive lineman, quarterback, edge rusher, safety, linebacker, tight end, 3 safeties actually, a wide receiver, another wide receiver, which is also, and a linebacker, okay? I love these UDFA'S. And let's talk about the UDFA'S real quick, right? I love these UDFA'S, and let me tell you why I like these UDFA'S. Let me get straight into it. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm only going to talk about certain ones that I like, right? That I like. So, of course, I like, Isaiah Palamau. That's the first one that catches my eye. Because this boy is from USC, a 6'4" guy, right? A dog at safety. I wish he would have stayed with USC 1 more year, and he would have been a higher draft pick last year. He would have not been in UDFA, but he's a beast. He appeared in 32 games for the USC Trojans. Of course, my boys right there, man. 178 tackles, 9 tackles for loss, 1.5 sacks, 5 interceptions, 8 pass breakups, a forced fumble, and I like it. I like it. I like Isaiah Palamau. He ran a 4.4 for a 6'4" guy. And guys, you guys remember, he's also the nephew of the running back coach that we got. Also, Troy Polamalu, but Kennedy Polamalu, the halfback coach on our team. Remember, y'all. Remember Kennedy Polamalu? He's also his nephew. So I can see why he got convinced to come over here. And here, shout out to, let me scroll up to go shout him out real quick because he's the one that actually sent me game film about him because he personally knows him. And he told me about him, and we ended up signing him as a UDFA. He's a good linebacker in the Pac-12. Let me try to get him on the screen real quick. Let me try to find the name. Hold up. There's a lot of people that said something right here. Graham Cam, salute to you, brother. Darion Butler, left linebacker here. Darion Butler right here. He's a guy from the Pac-12, a linebacker, right? He appeared in 39 games. Yeah, that's his cousin. Look at there he is. Yeah, my cousin. That is his cousin right there. That is his cousin. He's a good Pac-12 player. He's a good college player that I like that we gained. We got ourselves a linebacker that could give us depth and prove to us why he deserves a contract. And I think he could get it done. In 39 games for the Sun Devils, he recorded 241 tackles, 24.5 tackles for loss, 4 sacks, 3 interceptions, 4 pass breakups, and 3 forced fumbles. His coverage is amazing. He's one of the good coverage guys. And here is why he came to the Raiders. He's under former Arizona State DC and now linebackers coach Antonio Pierce. He played with Antonio Pierce, and he's our linebacker coach. You see the little ties right there, y'all? We got ourselves a good coverage linebacker there to give us depth and to fight for the starting position and give us depth right there at the linebacking position where it was very thin. Shout out to Darian Butler. Shout out to Graham Cam, his cousin, man. Hey, I'm happy for your cousin, brother. Glad he's part of the Raider Nation, the silver and black. Just win, baby. You already know what it is. Egalitarian, salute to you. Butler has great coverage ability. We could use them. Facts. So now, another guy that is notable on this team that I like, right? Virginia's Tech Trey Turner. A lot of people talked about speed. We want speed. We want speed, right? Trey Turner from Virginia Tech is somebody that should have gone in the 4th, 5th round. Instead, he's a UDFA. He appeared in 43 games, a 6'2", 190-pound, 2,292-yard guy, 12 touchdowns for him. And he originally signed with the Vikings, but he turned them down for a higher contract with the Raiders. And he's a great goddamn speedster that a lot of people were trying to beg for. And remember what I said. I said this on one of my lives. I think we might go wide receiver and undrafted, and we got ourselves Trey Turner right there. Then, let me know if I'm missing anybody, y'all. Because the other guys I can't really touch up upon because I don't know that much about. I mean, I could talk about Sam Webb. Sam Webb, I know a little bit about Sam Webb. I don't know that much from Western Missouri, of course. He appeared in 34 games, 79 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 7 interceptions, 33 pass breakups, 2 forced fumbles, and 2 blocked kicks. So he's good on that special teams too, Sam Webb. So it gives us depth at that quarterback spot. And we, of course, got 3 safeties right there to try out. But I think Troy Polamalu's nephew, Isaiah Polamalu, is going to really be key for us. A 6'4" guy that ran a 4.4 is really good there. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Hey, bro, you surprised about Justin Ross? Can't believe he still hasn't picked up. I am surprised because I thought it would have been like a what's the other guy that came from the Bengals? The guy that was predicted to go undrafted, and then he did like a 4.2, set the record, and then it wasn't a Justin. I forgot who he was, and he ended up gaining to the 2nd round or 1st round. Now Justin Ross is still available. I mean, I'm not really surprised, because a lot of people fell. Ferrell McKinley fell. Nakobe Dean fell. Yeah, some of them were injured. John Ross, there we go. Yep. But a lot of people fell. Verone McKinley, Zacoby McClain. A lot of these guys fell that should have been drafted. So it was really weird. There was a lot of reaching going on in this year's draft from a lot of other organizations like the Jaguars. They reached a lot. Their team, the Chargers sometimes reach. The Chiefs sometimes reach. So there you go with that, right? There we go. Okay, for sure. Bam, 6'8", 88 wingspan, potential future right tackle. Okay, for sure. Yeah, I didn't know that much about. Okay, for sure, Dre. For sure, that's solid. Trey Turner could very well put Brian Edwards on notice. Yeah, he's a speedster that a lot of people wanted. Justin Hall is Tyreek Hill Jr. Okay, for sure. I got to look film at him. I got to look at film. Jim, he not that fast, but he is explosive. Okay, for sure. So those are the UDFA'S. So, guys, as far as everything, I give it an A-. It goes from a B+ to an A- because of those UDFA'S. What grade would you overall give the UDFA'S and the draft? What would you guys give it? Put everything together. Put the trades that they did, do the UDFA'S and the draft. What grade would you give this? What grade would you give Ziegler and Josh McDaniels? What would you give them? I would give it an A-, of course. That's where I'm from. This is where I'm coming from. An A- for me. Overall, UDFA'S and all that, right? A-. Ask me again in 3 to 5 years. Hey, I get that. B+ for sure. B+. What else y'all got? What else you got? For sure. Everything around the A to B range. Okay, that's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. A B to A range. I like that. B at best. B for now. A. For sure. For sure. Okay. Okay. For sure. We're all around the same range. Some of us are going to wait a little, which we should wait. I should give it a B+ instead. The same thing I gave it. But I'm going to give it the benefit of doubt, A- the way the trades were. And right. Yeah, you're right. That's fast, but I was just looking at a place. Yep. Solid draft for not having 1 or 2 picks. Offseason, B+. I think the offseason is an A just because Devontae Adams, Chandler Jones, Rock Ya-Sin, everything they did was amazing. So, yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I like what they did. And hopefully I broke it down a little bit for you guys, a little bit of a breakdown. If you missed the first part, I broke down each pick, the pros and cons, and some grades that the PFF gave them, and what round we picked them. So if you guys have it, go check it out in the beginning of the live. It was only for like 30 minutes, about 25 minutes actually. Gruden would have taken a 7th rounder at 90. Facts. Draft B plus, whole offseason A plus for sure. Myron Tagovailoa's dad was a huge Raiders fan. That's why he chose the Raiders to be honor his dad who passed. Okay. Offseason to me is an A. Yep, A plus. You know who's still out there? Verone McKinley's still out there. I think Pierre Strong, if I'm not mistaken, is still out there, or I think he got taken. There's some notable guys out there. So, guys, like I said, this was going to be a short live. It was just to break it down real quick. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed how I broke it down and the UDFA'S. You know, just wanted to come on here and show you my grades because I know everybody's going to be doing grades. I just wanted to let you guys know what my grades are, what my personal opinion is, and what pros and cons I see from these guys. I'm going to keep researching this UDFA so I can get more understanding from a lot of them because I only know like 3, 4, 5 of them. I don't know all of them, so I got to get to know them. So, yeah. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. It means a lot. It does mean a lot. Remember to spread positivity, man. It's all about the positive vibes over here in the S.C Experience. Always trying to bring the energy when I break these things down. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the show. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 1,000. We're less than 110 away. We're less than 110 away from 1,000. So hopefully, you guys could spread the word. Let people know. Let your second, third, fourth cousin know. Let your girlfriends or boyfriends, sister, brother, mother, and know so they can subscribe. It's the road to 1,000, man. I'm gonna bring content every single day, and I do have a baseball show as well that's gonna come tomorrow. And if you don't like baseball, it's gonna be trash talking. The Giants play the Dodgers on Tuesday and Wednesday, so it's gonna be very exciting to see Giants and Dodger fans go at it. I'm a Dodger fan, of course, and I'm gonna go at it with Giants fans. I also got a bet in place, so I don't want to get swept. Let's go Dodgers, boys in blue. But most importantly, let's go Raiders all day, every day. Just win, baby. Commitment to excellence. Raiders! You already know what it is. Yeah, tell them, use your burner accounts. Hey, use your burner accounts. So, Eric and Queen, I'm going to watch this here from a few months ago later. I can't believe I missed it. Oh, my God. I appreciate it, bro. We're going to cook up something. Don't worry. Road to 1,000. Facts. Spread the word. Raider Nation for life. So, guys, before I end it, you guys already know I always have to spread positivity. Blessings to you guys and your families. I'm praying for every single one of you guys, whether you're going through something or not. I always want you guys to always come over here to my show. And if you're having a tough day, bring a limelight. You know, give you some positive energy, some upbeat energy in order for you guys to keep it pushing. Because remember, life is too short. So, you know, if life is not going to stop for you, why stop for it, right? Earlier, I posted something on my IG if you haven't checked it out. And that's just to spread positivity of where my mindset is. Because you guys are family at the end of the day. And I always want you guys to know how I'm feeling and necessarily things. If you guys missed my IG post, it was this. This was the quote. You were not born on earth to please anyone. You have to live life to express yourself, not to impress someone. Don't pretend to be someone you're not. And never lose yourself in search of other people's acceptance and approval. And I put the grind continues. Road to 1K. Remember, life is too short. Don't do things you will regret later. Live life, be you, and continue to surround yourself with positivity. The more positivity you surround yourself with, the more you're able to continue with life. Because I know sometimes life could hold you back and be an obstacle and be a barrier, and it's tough times. But at the end of the day, just remember, you got a family around you. You got me, bro. At the end of the day, maybe I don't know you guys personally, and I haven't met a lot of you guys. But at the end of the day, I consider you guys family. I don't care what anybody says. I consider you guys family. I will never, ever try to spread negativity on my channel because that's what all I'm about. Positive vibes and making sure that you guys come on the show. Have a good time. Even for that little span from an hour, maybe 30 minutes to an hour 30, maybe to the 5-hour shows. And feel good after it. Because at the end of the day, that's what family does. We have each other's back, and we always try to make sure that we spread the love. It's all about love. And just to let you guys know, there's no division at all, man. We're Raider Nation. It's all about the shield at the end of the day. Stay repping that shield. You see me? Stay repping that shield because that's what it's about. We're excited for this offseason. We're excited for this regular season. I can't wait to meet so many of you guys at the Raider games. We're going to have ourselves a drink. I'm going to be 21 then, and I can't wait to what's to come. So, guys, once again, thank you guys for all the love and support. The road to 1K is on point right now. Blessings to you guys and your families. Remember to live life, breathe air, right? So, guys, it was the SC Experience, aka your boy Eric, and I'm glad you guys made it on this Sunday night and have a blessed upcoming week. Can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. Love you guys, man. And that's how it's supposed to be. Facts. Good night, young man. Prepare to dominate. Have a good night, y'all. Blessings to you and your family, man. Remember that. If you ever want to hit me up on my IG. Love you guys, y'all. Have a good night. SC Experience, aka your boy Eric. And we out, y'all. Peace.